So, I've always wanted to learn how to draw. The problem is, I've said that a lot. Every few months I'd get motivated, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, draw for a few days, and then quit before I really got anywhere. Then I'd come back and start the cycle all over again. But this summer I actually want to stick with it. So for the past 7 days I've been drawing every day, and I've got this stack of papers that kind of documents my progress. Still a complete beginner, and honestly some of these drawings are pretty rough, but instead of trying to get good overnight, I'm trying to build a habit, finally learn this skill that I've wanted to have for years now. So these are my first week of drawings, and let's just take a look at what I've learned so far. Alright, so day one. What I did for day one was I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, came across this very nice channel called Picat, and so I didn't really do any like fundamentals or anything, but the very first video I clicked on of hers said draw boxes or something. So basically I watched the video, drew some boxes, and I learned about this thing called 3-point perspective. And the idea is you pick any 3 points and the lines of your box should converge to those points. So I did a bit of practice here, just getting used to that. Like, I never really thought about that before when I would draw in the past. Like, when I would draw a box, normally it would typically just be your traditional, let me grab my pencil here. It'd be your traditional, like, you would draw your 4 sides, right? And then you draw a box that's basically like parallel, like all the lines are parallel, and then you just connect them, right? But if you're looking in perspective, like the lines will get like kind of warped towards the point you're going towards. So this line kind of approaches this viewpoint over here, and this line here does as well. So they kind of go towards a similar point, whereas these would just be parallel forever and never touch, which is no good. All right, that's day one. Just a lot of box work. Tried to copy a chart. Some of these are very rough. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. I think this needs to come out better. These lines are not even like going towards the same point, which is not good. But yeah, a lot of boxes for day one. And then day two, more boxes. Tried to fit some shapes into boxes, some cylinder work. Again, just more boxes, different orientations. Really getting used to these perspective boxes. And then this is 1-point perspective boxes, which I thought looked pretty cool. Just the idea is you have this horizon line, and then everything is coming at the camera. And what you basically do is you just draw a normal box, like how you would in geometry class, and then your sides of the boxes should follow the guidelines. But yeah, so bunch more boxes in day two. Day three, more boxes. Getting a little repetitive at this point, but I just thought I should draw a chart that kind of, it's like basically this day one chart, but like way better. You can already see like there's been some progress. This box looks a lot better than this one, but it's like just a good chart so that if I ever want to go back and repeat this or review this box learning process, I can go back and look at this chart. Again, the lines are already much cleaner, which is great. Okay. And day three, this is not it for day three. Day three, I did a lot actually. There's like just more box practice. Started with some spheres. This is 2-point perspective, just like seeing how it goes. And then I drew a book just to see how I would like use like this box practice in an actual drawing. And then I was like, I'm learning all these shapes, why not like try to use them, you know? So I drew some Pokemon for fun, and they turned out pretty good. Just some basic shape Pokemon, like Gengar is basically just big sphere, and then you add like little ovals to him. And then Weedle, just a ton of spears, right? Pikachu was a little harder. It's definitely the weirdest one. The head shape is not right. But technically he's like a sphere and an oval. Or I guess, yeah. And then like 4 like more ovals attached to him. So yeah, I thought these turned out pretty well for day 3, which was very proud of. And then moving on to day 4. Let's draw faces, cause like, why not? You know, like anime is cool. If you can draw anime, great. But yeah, so I basically just looked up how to draw anime character on Google, and this was like one of the first references that popped up. Just tried to copy as best I could, but I think this picture in general just looks kind of static. Like it's not very cool, I would say. And then I saw this reference somewhere. I think it was either from like a PCAT video, just tried to copy it as best I could, or something, but I can't remember exactly where this came from. It looks pretty cool. It's a little bit different. Like it's not traditional anime, I would say, but I thought the reference was cool, so tried to copy it. And then I did a draw along. So there's this very cool manga artist. Like if y'all watched the PewDiePie drawing 100 days or whatever, learning how to draw video, he's actually mentioned this artist called Akihito Yoshitomi. And basically you just pick any one of his videos and try to copy what he does. That's basically what I did. Learned a lot about like how he like puts all the reference points for like the face shape and everything, how he blocks out like where all the pieces should go. It's pretty cool. Is there anything behind this? Oh yeah, I drew Ari from League of Legends because my friend wanted me to, and then I did some practice for from the Akihito Yoshitomi. Like this is how he basically blocks out his faces. But yeah, Ari turned out great. Like basically my process at this point to drawing these characters is a lot of like chicken scratching. Like my sketches will be filled with chicken scratching, and then just erase everything, pick the lines I want, and then fix things like slowly by slowly, erase everything, and then etc. until I get to something I'm kind of proud of, and then I'll do some line work and just color things in. So it's a long process, but it gets results that I kind of like, so that's cool. All right, and this is still day 4, by the way. So day 4 through, I think this was my longest day, specifically this Ari drawing. This was also day 4, so I think it was, yes. So what I did on day 4 was I basically just tried to draw a lot of anime characters. And I kind of wrote some notes for myself. I said line art feels unclean. I don't know if you can see, my video setup isn't very good quality, but face too long, chest off center. And then for this one, I tried to center the chest, but I still think the eyes could be a little bigger. Okay, and then so out of all these 4 days, I haven't really done any like art fundamentals. Like I've watched a number of videos that mention art fundamentals, but art fundamentals are kind of boring. Like what it composes of is basically, or at least at our beginner level, is just drawing a ton of lines, making sure your lines are straight and stuff. But yeah, like I was like, okay, might as well do some, you know, like I can't be chicken scratching forever. So drew some lines, not the straightest, could be better, and then drew some circles. And then back here, I started, like I found this thing online called DrawABox, which is like, I guess kind of like a drawing roadmap. And then one of the first practices that they mention in DrawABox is drawing lines. So just drew lines, traced them a ton of times. Like at first, they're not so good, kind of intersecting with each other. But then, like, these lines are not bad. There's still, like, kind of bad, like, there's a lot of fraying, which is not good. And I definitely, like, sped past these a little bit, just because it's just drawing lines. I'm not actually drawing anything, you know? But I think I need to take, like, some time just to, like, do these practices slowly and learn, because, like, if I'm always rushing, like, I'm not actually taking anything in. But, moving on. Day 5. More practice, I guess. The next thing that DrawABox was talking about was drawing ellipses. So, practiced a little bit. What they were saying in this exercise is, like, each ellipse, you want to, like, draw them twice. They have this thing called, like, the ghosting method, where you would, like, practice which shape you want to do first before you, like, commit. And just a lot more ellipses and more DrawABox practice, which I think for this one it's a combination of, like, 3 exercises. The first one was the ghosting exercise, which you would do is you would draw 2 points, and then you would practice and then go. And then the next one is, like, ghosting planes, where you would do that before, like, a 4-dimensional shape. And then the last one is you try to fit an ellipse inside of your 4-dimensional shapes. So that was day 5. Alright, moving on to day 6. So day 6, tried to follow another draw along, did not go as well this time. Like, these shapes are just all over the place. Like, I didn't even want to, like, just, like, do my process of erasing and resetting, just because I thought these looked so awful. But yeah, I wrote body too long for this one. What is even a hair a bit lost. Hand structure unclear. Which, okay, this is something that is really, like, difficult. Like, being able to draw, like, the hands or, like, the tiny orifices, like, even ears. Like, I've drawn some that, like, I don't have in my stack, like, just wherever places. Like, this isn't all my drawings, this is a majority of them, but, like, drawing the tiny orifices, like, drawing eyes, drawing ears, drawing hands, feet, it's like these tiny orifices with, like, a bunch of detail. It feels very difficult. Like, even just getting the shape, general shape and proportions feels very hard right now for me. I think I'm most comfortable with, like, blocking out the shape of the head, but after that it kind of goes downhill, as you can see. But I think these draw alongs are, like, very useful, just because you can, like, kind of follow a process of a professional. Yeah, what did I say here? What's going on with the thighs? Gyat. Give her an extra large ass. But yeah. And then for this one, head staring straight on instead of to the right. So this is, like, where is she looking, you know? And that will determine, like, the perspective of, like, how the drawing should do. And that's where the box practice comes in, but kind of fucked it up here. And then body tilt is missing. So, like, you see for this one, it goes in and then out. This one, like, for this one, I kind of drew a straight line at first. I tried to correct it later, but didn't work very well. Body still too long, and then thighs too low. But I did do a draw along that I was very proud of, and this is my current magnum opus. I think this was from a channel. If I scroll in my notes, I should probably be able to find it. Like, he has a whole playlist of, like, these draw alongs that I think are very cool. Like, the characters he's drawing, not my style, but it's good practice. It's called Line Sensei. I think he draws a lot of, like, RPG-ish anime style characters, like, yeah, like, this person has 6 arms. What the hell? But yeah, I did his, like, shortest draw along, and it turned out really well actually. It's not like one-to-one of what he did. Like I didn't do like he has the whole process of like line art and then painting it and coloring and everything. And he does digital art, but I just tried to follow like the sketching and line art as best I could, and turned out very nice. I think the eyes need to be a little bigger, but I liked it. This is my magnum opus so far. Moving on to day 7. So I was like, okay, drawing like someone that, or like a character that actually looks like a character is very cool. Like definitely gave me a high of drawing that. So I was like, let's practice some more heads. This is more, I followed a guide of how to draw heads off YouTube, and then I was like, okay, it's not exactly how I've been doing it. Let's try to merge it with what like the draw alongs from Akihito does. Like Akihito loves doing these triangle shapings to like get where the plane of the face is, and then for his eyes he does like these kind of trapezoids, which is pretty nice. And then he also like can kind of shape out where the skull is based off all the other guidelines. So kind of merge the two together, and these turned out pretty well. I think this one is, maybe the head's too big, but this one's probably one of my better ones, and this one's pretty good too. I don't actually like this like front on 0 degrees one too much. I don't know what it is. Just a little bit maybe it's too tall or something. But then I was like, okay, I haven't drew boxes in like a little while now. Let's like kind of review. So we did some simple box practice, and then this is like a 2-point perspective box practice. I have yet to do like a full-on 3-point perspective box practice like study yet, so I should do that soon. Okay. And then this isn't it for day 7. Is there? Oh, so I watched a video on gesture drawing, which is really hard. Like, basically the idea is you time yourself. Like, there's this site called like Pose Maniacs or something, and what they do is they give you like a bunch of like muscle people, like they're just like mannequins of muscle, and the idea is you set a timer for, I think for these I did 90 seconds, and then you just try to get like the energy of the drawing. And some of these turned out okay, like some of them I get the vibe, I get the pose, but then some of these like are just a clusterfuck. Like this guy looks like he's doing a Russian twist, but I had so many like scratch marks and mistakes here, and this one's pretty cool. I don't exactly know what he's doing. He's like just raising his hand. Maybe he's like singing or something, you know, singing to the choir. I don't know. And then this guy, like maybe baseball or something. Oh, I just realized y'all can't really see that well because of how like shallow I drew the lines. Maybe a combination of things with the lighting and the recording quality, but it's the best I can do. More gestures. I actually did a lot of gestures just because these are fast, like 90 seconds each. I maybe did like 20 gestures, which is like maybe 30 minutes. And some of them are kind of questionable. Can't really tell what they're doing, but like this one, like I think I captured the energy very well on this one. And then this one's just like, I don't know what he's doing. He's like doing a pose or something. And then I had this very sus one out here sticking out her gyat. And then I was like, okay, if it's this hard doing 90 seconds, how hard is it doing like 30 seconds? Like the default option is actually 30 seconds. So this is what I tried to do in 30 seconds, which just completely looks like abstract work now. Like I guess you could tell this guy's swimming. I don't even know what's happening with this guy. This guy is waving his hand, maybe. I can't even tell where his leg is. This guy's laying down. And then I gave myself this one just like as much time as I can to try to copy the muscles, but it didn't work out too well and I got bored. So yeah, these are kind of just whatever. But yeah, that's it for my 7-day journey. Let me know how I did. I mean, I think I did pretty good. Like this is pretty good, guys. Like, come on. One problem I did run into with this one is, oh my gosh, my process of erasing and redrawing and erasing and redrawing. I did it so much for this one that like the paper is starting to rip at some of these creases. And I was like, this is a little bit of an issue. Like, you can just feel the dents here, like just running my fingers over. Like my lead was just carving into the paper over and over again. And plus, my hands got so sweaty. I don't know if you can tell, but the corner of this paper is kind of yellow from like sweat. And they're like, just like that dried paper feeling, which is kind of gross. So this actually made me like want to try digital art. But like the thing is, I don't have a drawing tablet, so I don't really know like if I should get one. Like recording videos with drawing would be much easier if I started digitally, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a investment. I have this like scuffed setup right now to try it out. But to be fair, my setup is like totally scuffed for recording this. Like as you can see, if I shake my desk, my whole like rig, which is like 2 boxes, 4 textbooks, and a ruler, and my phone camera. It's pretty scuffed, but it is what it is. We'll figure things out. But yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on my progress, how things look in a month. Maybe I'll do some YouTube shorts. I feel like drawing is like one of the easier things to do YouTube shorts on, or at least like creative wise. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. If y'all like this update, be sure to like and subscribe. See y'all guys soon. Bye.